More than 7 million Americans are behind on their car loans because they overpaid and can't make their payments. In this video, I'm digging into the data to show you the exact months and the days to buy a car for a discount of almost 20% off the price. I'll also reveal 3 negotiating hacks that will make any car dealer cringe. We're talking the best time to buy a car today on Let's Talk Money.
Beat debt.
Make money.
Make your money work for you.
Creating the financial future you deserve.
Let's Talk Money.
Hey Bowtie Nation, Joseph Hogue with the Let's Talk Money channel here on YouTube. A special shout out to everyone in the nation. Thank you for spending a part of your day here. If you're not part of that community yet, just click that little red subscribe button. It's free and you'll never miss an episode. Now, debt and payments on car loans account for almost 2 of every $10 made by the American family, and it's only getting worse. A recent report by the Federal Reserve shows car loans have surged to over $1.27 trillion, with more than 7 million Americans seriously behind on their payments. This all makes it critical that you get the best deal available when you go buy your next set of wheels. And the good news is that 2020 could be the best time to buy a car in years. In fact, I'm following a set of data pointing to a blowout year for buyers. In this video, I'm using data from TrueCar on car sales and discounts to show you exactly when to buy a car, down to the best months and the days of the week. Then I'll reveal 3 negotiating super hacks at the dealership that will save you thousands of dollars. So understanding why 2020 is going to be an amazing year for car buyers comes down to looking at the industry, and this is something that I've been following as an investor. Now, looking at the sales of cars and light trucks and data here from the Federal Reserve, you see that sales just exploded after the recession, probably faster than they ever had before on all those government programs like the Cash for Clunkers. But sales have gone nowhere since 2015. The problem is that all those new cars bought between 2009 to 2015 are just being dumped on the used car market, just creating a wave of super cheap cars. Now that's holding down prices for new and used, and the manufacturers are feeling the heat. This is a chart for the First Trust NASDAQ Auto Index, ticker CARZ, which is a fund of car makers and suppliers. The industry index has plunged 11% over the last 5 years against a gain of 48% for the broader market. So the car makers' pain is really going to be your gain as they scramble for sales. And now with interest rates heading lower, 2020 could mean you finally trade in that 2005 Camry instead of just taping over the check engine light.
Uh-oh, tape must have fallen off. There, problem solved.
Now that you know why 2020 could be a great year to buy, when is the right time to get your best deal? So let's look at the industry data on price discounts for 3 rules for when to buy a car. Now this graphic shows the average discount on sticker price by days of the week. Weekdays average a discount just over 8% off the sticker price, while your best bet on the weekends is that 7.5%. Now I know a 0.5% extra discount doesn't seem like much, but it's really going to add up when we look at some of these other rules. Now next we see a graphic here on the average discount by month, with October through February easily beating those other months for discounts. In fact, the average discount off the sticker price in December is more than double what you'll get in June. And when we look at these discounts, you really get a sense for when to go car shopping for the best deal, when nobody else is car shopping. It just makes sense, right? If dealers are trying to make their sales quotas, they're feeling pretty good during those breezy summer weekends when everyone is out looking at cars. If you won't sign on the dotted line, there's gonna be someone right behind you willing to pay up. Now fast forward a few months to those wet, chilly November afternoons. It's a weekday, a Sam Shyster has been sitting around all day without a single walk-in, and he needs to sell a car. So just one more rule here for when to buy a car before I reveal the absolute worst time to buy and those 3 negotiating hacks. So you might also want to consider the last few days of the month. Dealerships constantly run incentive contests for their sales staff, and it's almost always for month end or sales over the quarter. That means come those last few days, every dealer is going to be hungry to close out just one more sale or just to meet their quota. Now taking all this together, when is the best time to buy a car? Maybe that cold, wet weekend in late November. What about those great holiday sales though? Those huge must-sell discounts. First of all, I love that last one. Remember and honor this Memorial Day by buying a car. God bless it. Anyway, these are the biggest scams in car dealerships. People have been conditioned for these special sales and automatically think that they're getting a great deal even without thinking about the numbers. Just remember the golden rule here for that tied those other 3 together. If everyone else is out car shopping during that crazy President's Day sale, you shouldn't be. Now let's get to those 3 negotiating hacks that are going to get you a better deal on a car no matter when you buy it. But first, I want to get your opinion on this. When you go car shopping, do you buy new or used, and why? Do you buy new for that reliability or the comfort, or maybe used for the price? So scroll down and tell us in the comments, do you buy new or used, and what are the factors that affect your decision? So now those 3 negotiating hacks, and I want you to use these in this order. First is to understand that financing is the single biggest profit for a dealership. Now these dealers, they're probably only getting the cars from the manufacturer for a markup of 2 to 5%. That's not much to live on, so they make most of their money by working with finance, lending you the money to buy at 10%. Now here's where it gets really bad though. To make even more money on that loan, that dealer is going to show you those car payments on different terms from 60 months all the way up to 8 years. They're going to push you into getting that loan for as long as possible so they collect that 10% until their kids are out of college. Now avoiding this financing trap means going in with your own financing, either through a bank loan or another source. Now that doesn't mean to accept any loan with a higher rate just to avoid that dealer financing. I'll link to a few loan companies that I've used in the video description below, but make sure that you compare those rates and don't get in over your head. Next here is to negotiate on everything. And I mean everything. Get their lowest offer on the car by looking around it a little and then acting like you're not interested. Make sure you keep a mental note of all the add-ons that the dealer wants to offer with that price. Then you're going to start asking for those extras. You can ask for an extra year on the service agreement. Maybe you want a couple new tires thrown in on the deal. If they can't meet you on these, shave a little bit off the price that they offered. You can also negotiate on some of those extras that the dealer was going to offer. So if initially they were going to offer a 1-year warranty on that certain price, ask to drop $1,000 off the price and lose the warranty. Next here, and you have to be strategic about this, is to not say anything about your trade-in. If they ask about your car, say that you're passing it down to your son or daughter. You want to get the absolute lowest price that they're going to offer before you take that extra couple of grand off on your trade-in. So even if you said that you didn't have a trade-in or you weren't going to be using it here, bring it up as a, what if after you've already negotiated that lowest possible price on the car. I guarantee you, use these 3 rules when to buy a car and the 3 negotiating hacks. You will save thousands on your next car. Give yourself a couple of months for car shopping. Go out, see what kind of deals you can get, and just walk away. Keep a list of prices that you're seeing from different dealers. You're going to get the best deal possible at the lowest price when you do go out and buy. Click on the video to the right to see exactly how much house you can afford, including 2 ways to calculate it and tricks to get a better price. Don't forget to join the Let's Talk Money community by tapping that subscribe button and clicking the bell notification.